Hello everyone and welcome to Chateau de Londigny.
We're finally here, we finally made it. And of course we've brought Abby. Come and have a look. Come Abby. So finally, after 2.5 years and 9 months settlement, we made it.
It was a long journey. We went and saw so many different chateaus, but this is the one.
This is the one we fell in love with. The gardens are amazing, they need a lot of work. So if you're a gardener and want to come and join us, that would be great.
Remember the first time when we came to see the chateau? We were driving down the driveway and we were so amazed by this view.
It still takes your breath away. It's just incredible. Hello, Abby. After we arrived in Paris.
In Paris, actually, right.
We went and picked up our dog, Abby. Searched around, got a van, picked up our dog, and then hit the highway.
We actually had to go and get our 2 lost bags first because we lost our bags right when we got to the airport.
Yeah,
Not that we lost them, but...
We had 12 of them, so 2 of them didn't arrive. So the plane nearly didn't take off because there were so many bags. So we got our bags, got to the hire car to pick up Abby, and then hit the highway and hit the worst weather France has seen for ages.
Yeah, we came from the highest temperatures in Australia to rain, cold, windy weather here in Charente.
So it was making us feel that we'd made the right decision.
And I have to say, yeah, I was a bit nervous, wasn't I? I wasn't 100% only happy. You know, everyone expects you to be happy and everyone is so happy for you to make that big move.
You were really grumpy.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, because...
And you were stressing me out because I was stressing you out.
Yeah. Mr. Happy Pants is always nice to everyone and about everything. Like, so happy.
What did you say? It's just an Australian attitude. Don't worry, it'll be okay. And it is, look. Sure, the power blacked out here, but we're just getting used to it. Well, we had a walkthrough of the property 2 days prior to settlement. So, and the list of everything that came with the property is enormous. So we're going room by room, cabinet by cabinet, and in the end we figured that they are very honest people and everything was left behind. So we did that, and you figured out how much bedding we would need because the heating doesn't work here. We obviously have guests and we want to make sure those guests are warm, otherwise they'll leave. And we need them.
For us, the first hours, I think, we just shifted around the furniture. We got rid of things that we think it's now not necessary to have, big tables, they're used for breakfast areas, and we just try to make it a little bit more
declutter.
Of a home for us.
Well, it's amazing how popular it become when you purchase we're calling it a farm. When you purchase a farm in France, everybody wants to come and visit, but Simon, of course my best friend, is here. My son has come over, and of course you wonderful guys. The hardest thing is trying to figure out, back home I know exactly where to go and buy everything. Whereas the shops are different here in France. And I'm like, I really need a decent chainsaw and other bits and pieces, but you can't just walk into a Bunnings or whatever and buy everything. It's much more difficult. So we're finding our way. We've found the restaurants, and from the restaurants we've made some contacts which are helpful. The properties, it is huge, but it's not enormous. And I think there's so much to take in. Okay, it's big.
It is huge.
Compared to some of the shadows we looked at, this was one of the most appealing things about this property was you're able to live in sections of it. Some have rooms 20 metres by 10 metres, so which are like a warehouse. So.
Yeah, and actually it was the biggest property we looked at. The family's thinking we're insane, but also at the same time,
what did your family say? One of your members? We won't name them.
But
couldn't you have just bought a normal house?
Yeah.
Well, you moved to Australia and now look at this. But I was particularly scared I would get here and be horrified by our decision because it was such a big move. But the more I walk around, the more excited I am about the property. How do you feel?
I think, the more hours we spend here and the more often you walk around, now the room's going up and down and back and forth. Now you get a feel for it and you find details and little things and it becomes more and more
I'm like
a whole picture, like you put one puzzle piece into another, and all of a sudden, it appears like not to be like out of your memory, is that one big place. Yesterday after the notaire's appointment, which was for 3.5 hours until we could sign the contract, then it was almost about to get dark outside. So we grabbed our real estate agents and we came back here to the property, opened the bottles, got the first bags out of the car, and also involved Kevin. Kevin is the last owner's son.
Who has done a lot of the work here.
Yeah.
So he's staying on, which is fantastic. Because he knows everything about the property.
Yeah, he will be helpful. And we had a beautiful conversation last night around the candles and the glass of champagne. And we tried to befriend ourselves with him.
The language barrier is very difficult.
Sometimes ours too.
No, yours too. You don't understand me most of the time. It's like getting so much trouble. Kevin will be perfect. Between the three of us, we'll have no idea what we're doing. And the weather here is atrocious today. 2 days ago we had a beautiful day, but today it's atrocious. And if you can love a property like this on a day like this, then I can't wait for it to be really nice weather, because there's so much to do outside as well.
Yeah,
And I've got to get my
shining.
workshop set up so I can find what I need to go and do a job.
So we're focusing on our living quarters, which are at the moment a blank canvas. They are in the side wing of a chateau, so they're basically located where the old servants' quarters used to be. And Kevin already started to put in new walls and electricity, and now it's up on us to...
Needs fitting off, so
Yeah.
it needs the bathrooms finished, and a kitchen, and a fire.
Bedrooms,
So that's the priority for this month, is to get it done,
Because,
so that
yeah,
it's warm and safe and comfortable, and you're not trying to heat massive rooms.
Because when you wonder or asking yourself where we're staying at the moment, then we're staying at the old...
Yeah, the rooms that
Guest
were rented
rooms.
out, the guest rooms.
And how is Abby? How is your dog dealing with it?
Yeah, not well.
I think she's trying to get over the first shock. That was the weather and basically staying in a different environment. And we have some announcement to make, but we will keep that for us a little bit longer, and we will talk about it.
People always guess the wrong thing.
I know. But well, we're talking about Abby. So there's something that might be good for Abby in a few weeks to come.
So what else are we going to do? It's our first night here tonight. First night in the chateau.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it sounds good. It's the first night since we own it. Yeah.
That's right.
we came to the chateau, and for the first time we opened the door with our keys that we got handed out. It was a big bunch of keys, and we had to find the right.
And we keep finding keys every time we open a cupboard. So we got back here.
We walked through the door and we started to turn on every light that we could find, even in a big hallway in the entrance hall, and it was magical.
So the paperwork at the notaire is unbelievable. I've never experienced anything. You know, in Australia, you settle on a property, you have an app and it goes through. Here, they literally read all of the contract to you. So we had a translator, we had a real estate agent, we had the vendors and ourselves and another solicitor and the notaire, all sitting in an office reading every page of the document. All 120 of them.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we understood. I'm not sure if that was an excuse we could have got out, but I think it was too late.
Yeah, we have a thing, Brett, with every sentence when we do something, he would always go, so...
So,
It's like-
much, like Opa. So much.
Goodbye.
Kann ich das hier einfach so in mein... Did you hear my stomach? Sorry.
How do you feel?
Sexy.